is the babe Jesus holding in a famous painting by Botticelli? It's a hidden detail that surprises the experts. A special anatomical detail is hidden in the folds of the cloak held by the allegory of Clorida. Only a few months ago, specifically Dr. David Lazzari, an expert in medicine in art, revealed a special anatomical detail to be hidden in the folds of the mantle held by the allegory of Flora, trying to cover the naked body of the goddess of love in the famous painting Venus, Born from the Waters by Sandro Botticelli, which is exhibited in the Uffizi Gallery in Florence, as we read on a Greek article. The folds, as they form and color in the fabric, according to him, actually replicate a human anatomical feature, namely a lung, with its nerves, blood vessels, and cavities divided by the bronchi. An allegory that was probably used by the Florentine artist himself in his other famous painting, Spring, Primavera. In 2009, two American scientists, Benjamin Blay and Roy Dolliner, had already detected the outline of two lungs carefully disguised in the vegetation and branches of the trees behind the image of Venus. It's precisely these earlier studies that inspired the Italian surgeon to carry out further investigations into possible hidden anatomical details in Botticelli's work, and indeed he recently published an article about a new discovery which now concerns another masterpiece of the distinguished Renaissance painter, the Madonna of the Pomegranate, painted in 1487, a painting also exhibited in the Uffizi Gallery. According to Lazzari and his team's study, published in Interactive Cardiovascular and Thoracic Surgery, in the pomegranate fruit held by the baby Jesus, one can well recognize a perfectly anatomic representation of the human heart. As the surgeon told the Italian agency ANSA, quote, "The arrangement of the seeds and ribs in the peeled pomegranate actually correspond to the arrangement of the pumps and the two atria in the heart, the two ventricles and the main pulmonary aorta. Even the crown of the pomegranate is divided into two parts, imitating the superior vena cava and the aortic arch with its three branches." These striking similarities to the cardiac anatomy, but also the position of the wrist, which Jesus holds just in front of his left chest at the height of the heart, strengthens the possibility that Lazzari's hypothesis is valid. What is Jesus holding in the famous painting? The question arises, why would the artist want to hide these anatomical details in his works? The study clarifies that at that time, visual artists often attended anatomy classes seeking a more realistic and plastic representation of the human body. Not only did Botticelli attend anatomy classes in Bologna, Italy, but he was also certain to have known Leonardo da Vinci's extensive collection of anatomical drawings, as reported by the Athens News Agency. It's of course obvious that both the representations of the lungs and the heart represent allegories. The pomegranate is a highly symbolic image which can contain various interpretations, especially in works with a Christian content and message. According to the study of Dr. Lazzari's group, it may symbolize the whole of the passion and the resurrection of Jesus, the alex seeds which correspond to the blood of the God-man shed to redeem humanity. Let's remember the pomegranate juice pomegranate wine was also given during weddings in ancient Israel. Now, Botticelli was clearly not the only artist to include obscure anatomical details in his works. Beginning with Michelangelo, artists liked and dared to inject riddles into their self-portraits, but also various other symbolisms which were interpreted much later, if not many centuries later. Many diagnostic investigations with advanced technological means have revealed numerous and complex, elaborate, and hidden images in the masterpieces of artists, even have revealed earlier representations in the lower layers of the painting. And now the baton of interpretation passes to art historians, who are expected to contribute new knowledge and opinions to the dialogue about the conditions of creation and the true, beyond the apparent message of the work of art. A dialogue that's expected to be very enlightening and exciting. And this I've translated for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.